Greetings, fellow stargazers. What is up? We are back home, and I decided to go live for a few minutes because I can be loud and black. Let's switch this camera around. Well, actually, let's just slap this bad boy on this little miniature tripod. Ooh! Let's see if we can get this right. If we can get the right angle of us. What is up, Andre? Welcome, welcome. How you, friend?
It's time for some dumplings.
Yeah, I'll switch this around real quick so you can see we're about to eat some of my wife's dumplings.
AKA gyoza.
And that's his salmon and Brussels sprouts. You miss us. We miss you too, Andre. Yes, as I mentioned in the vlog earlier, it looks so good. Hey, what's up, Randy? Mitchell? Thanks. Yeah, she made this yesterday. We've been on vacation. Let me find out where I'm looking at, because this, all right, there it is right there. We've been on vacation for the last week, so we're getting back home, and we shot a lot of footage. So soon I'm gonna upload the Wild Adventures video. Then after that, it's Fun in Orlando Part 3, and then we just came back from Orlando and shot some more, so it's Fun in Orlando Part 4. So we got some nice videos coming. So we hope you guys, have been good. Hope you guys had a great weekend and all that. As I was explaining later, the Wild Adventures video was last year, and the Fun in Orlando Part 3 is last year. So I look a little bit bigger. You start school tomorrow. Well, I mean, you gotta go to school, right? But if you look at me now, as of today, it's what, Sunday, August the... What is it, the 13th? Yeah. 2017. You'll see that I'm a lot slimmer. My clothes are hanging. I was 226 pounds. Then I lost weight. And then I gained it back. And then I went from 226 or so down to 217. Then within a month, that's our tea. We got this in IKEA in Orlando. This is our second trip. They're building an IKEA here. And then thanks for the thumbs up, whoever gave that to us. We give you a heart for every thumbs up. So thanks. So then we I forgot what I was saying. We got this at IKEA. They're building one here. What is up, Rollican? Positive energy, you and your wife. Let me bring that back. You and your wife are happy, so you have more energy. Yeah. And
I hope you don't mind. I'm gonna eat first.
Someone gave us another heart. I mean, another thumbs up, so we gotta get another heart. Whoever gave us that second thumbs up and the third one, Laura.
No more fast food Kung Fu Kitchen.
Yeah. There's a little bit of time when I was looking for a job and I didn't have one, so I was just kind of depressed a little bit. And I was just eating. And you turn to food sometimes when you're depressed for comfort food. And then I just eating way too much. I was eating way too much carbs. Well, that's why you look at my old videos. I'm all puffed up and bloated. I was there, bro, swallowing my breath.
Hey, Andy.
Hey, Andy. Thanks for joining us. We got this meat. This is some new meat that we got at...
New meat.
Or new pork that we got not at Hunter's, but Trader's Joe. You'll see in the... God, you snapped out of it, yeah. You'll see in the Fun in Orlando video, number 4, when I upload it. We went to Trader's Joe in Orlando and bought some stuff home, but when we came home, she Googled it and found out there was one where we're at. What's inside? It's this...
pork, some shrimp, and then eggs, And the seasoning is like I use like a little soy sauce, salt, pepper, and what do you call it? Oyster sauce. It's pretty good. You should try it. Well, I'm not sure if she likes dumplings or what, but you know, Randy, if you feel like doing it, you should try it. It's good.
It does the body good. And these are Brussels sprouts. I had you chat so much, but did you ever get Injustice 2?
I did.
What is Injustice 2?
I'm not sure. Maybe a movie?
Is that a video game? And we're live to chat, so chat away. You can access whatever. That's what we're here for. And thanks to all 4 of you guys to give us the thumbs up.
Game. Oh, it's a game, maybe, according to Andrew.
Oh, wait a minute. I think we're having a conversation about that. No, I didn't. I haven't been playing any games lately. But believe me, I love games. When I get into them, I'll be like, not wanting to stop. I can play games for like 24 hours. You guys make me so hungry. Sorry.
Sorry. I was about to say sorry we're eating in front of you guys. Well, when one of you guys come over here, I'll make for you.
Yeah, she'll throw it down, then we won't be able to get rid of anybody. This is a joke. So anyway, yeah. Sorry for lack of updates. And for those of you guys who follow me on Instagram, you know, I upload photos. I have if you're not following us on Instagram, if you don't see us on YouTube, follow us on Instagram because I'll upload videos, I'll upload photos. I have probably about 20 photos that I'm going to upload from our trip. You are missing out. Man, Injustice 2 is great, but did you ever get a Switch? Or better yet, the NES Classic is coming. Yeah, I know about the NES Classic. I see they're releasing all these things because they're making a lot of money. I didn't get a Nintendo Switch because we spent hundreds of dollars on the vacation. But I am going to get a Switch. Hello, you two. Enjoy the videos. Ronald Mack. Thank you, Ronald Mack. We got to give 2 more hearts because 2 more people. That's Ding. 1 heart. 1 more.
Ding.
For every like. Thank you guys.
That's too funny.
Yeah. So, I just didn't feel like sitting at the computer. I could have just recorded it in better quality and then uploaded it, but I'm too lazy. Is that regular green tea? Mm-hmm. Okay. Sorry, guys. Yeah, we just left. Kit Bina, hey, how you doing? Yep, we just left CVS, and I said, if D Warwood 78, well, good afternoon. Good to hear from you too. Lily and her family just moved to Florida, so hopefully one day you will do a video with her.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew one of you guys would probably mention that. Yeah, I know she moved to Florida. I wonder why. No.
Well, we don't know which part of Florida she's at right now, so.
Yeah, I saw her 2 videos. She's got the little bar thing going around addresses. But all you have to do is pause the video ahead before the bar comes, and you can just look it up. If you live in Florida, you can find it out where she lives at. Don't worry about the Thanksgiving, Black Friday always has deals. Just gotta find your way through. Yeah. I am getting a Nintendo Switch because I'm a Nintendo fan. I love Xbox. I like PlayStation, even though I diss it. I just had some beef with PlayStation people that switched out from Nintendo and went to PlayStation 1. I'm holding on to like a 20-something-year-old beef or whatever when I was like a teenager. But when I get my own place, I'll have PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo. It'll be a gamer's delight. So, yeah. Yeah, PlayStation's awesome. I mean, I've been playing them ever since they've come out. Every new system that comes out, I play it. Even systems before you guys were born. Some of you guys, we've been playing it. But as you get older and you don't have time. Now, when the day comes and we don't have to work and we can just do whatever we want all day long, then I'll be doing a lot of live gaming. I'll be having a lot of my friends come over or whoever. And we'll be having game days. And a lot of you guys that game, if you go live, then we can join up and go battle it out or whatever and talk all the trash we want. Someone's gave us another thumbs up, so heart for the like. You getting full?
Kinda.
Is that green tea?
This is my coffee. This is green tea.
Yeah, that's green tea, right? Okay, that's what I was just checking. I think I asked that before, but I
My
just forgot.
parents kept a Sega and a Nintendo. His
Sega.
parents must be young.
Yeah.
Don't get a chance to get the NES Classic. Having grew up playing it, I don't know about getting NES Classic.
Nintendo, I think it was, 1991 when the system came out? Yeah, we saw some films. We watched,
Fast Furious.
as I mentioned in the video, the Transformers review. Have you ever thought of dyeing your hair? Her hair actually is dyed, and she actually does dye her hair all the time. If you go on Instagram or Facebook, if you want to join me on Facebook, I'll add you. So I'll look for you after this live thing.
See you guys teleporting. I want to say to your lovely wife, darling, you're lovely. Oh, thank you so much. I enjoy your family vlogs. It adds a personal touch. I actually found you all through Lily page. I've been loving you since much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. You get an extra heart for that one.
We didn't really do much actually.
Eventually, when I update everything, I'll probably get like the Canon G7X Mark II and thanks. And, some other computer so I can process stuff fast because the computer I have is like 2007. It's like 6 or 8 gigs of RAM. I think it's a quad core. Might be a dual core. Quad core.
Something from the Stone Age.
Yeah, so 2007, I mean, I need to upgrade, I know. But anyway, I forgot what I was saying. We were talking about so much.
Are you talking about the NES?
Oh, that's right. I was saying our generation, like the Nintendo came out like in 1991, if I'm not mistaken, the first NES, Nintendo Entertainment System. So I was a kid growing up, and back then, the only commercials you had was the Atari 2600 and 7800, I think it is. Those commercials were so whack, man. But as a kid growing up, Nintendo was it, and then Sega came out, and then Nintendo and Sega, and then, Sega Genesis came out with, Sega came out with Genesis, which was 16-bit, and then Sonic came out, and then, they only had like 17,000 colors, and then...
They say, Broadcast says 1986.
For what, the Nintendo?
I don't know, for what.
You sure that? Sure?
I think this is like a guy thing, because I don't
Wait a minute,
understand
it may have been 1989. If it's 1986 when the Nintendo came out, then I apologize.
My goodness.
Famicom. Yeah, I remember the Super Famicom. It was released in North America in 1986, Super NES in 1991. Okay, I'm getting it mixed up. 91 is the Super NES, aka Super Famicom, and Nintendo was 1984.
One movie has a new movie coming out next year.
Yeah, we know about it. We'll get to that one in just a second. Can you sub me, Adrian Vlogs?
We'll look it up.
We'll check you out. The thing is, I don't do sub for subs because sometimes people like, hey, can you sub to me? And I go on the channel and they have all kind of crazy stuff like perversion, profanity, and all that. And I'm not on YouTube for that. Thanks. And I don't want all that in my spirit. But if I tell you I'm gonna check out your channel, I do check out your channel. But right now, I'm technically, officially not subscribed to anybody. I unsubscribed from everybody because I was taking a break. But eventually, I might sub back to people that I know. I mean, there were some good, decent people that I was following. But I just did it for myself because I needed a break. Plan on creating a Twitch account. No, I heard about Twitch. I thought about it. I'm sure when I get my system, all my systems, Twitch, y'all can meet me on Twitch. She'll be there gaming with me too. Maybe
what is Twitch, babe?
Twitch is a live streaming app. You know how you can stream live here, like YouTube. Twitch is just like you can stream video game live. So in the future, when we get our home and everything, and we get everything set up, we'll be streaming live. I'm gonna go out and get the best cameras and everything I have.
I'm not really a gamer, so.
Yeah, I know she's not really a gamer. She's good at like tennis and stuff like that.
Tetris.
Yeah, Tetris. She's better than me in Tetris. She's really good and stuff like that. But we'll get her into it. Even if she sucks, we'll laugh with her to encourage her to play. But what were we talking about? Oh yeah, I was saying that, and Sega came out with Genesis, and I remember I was thinking 5th grade. I think I was in 5th grade, and I went to my friend Adam Cursup, this white dude, and he had. I'll read it in a second. He had Sonic. He had the Sega Genesis, and I remember the first time I saw Sonic 16-bit graphics. I was like, oh my gosh, the music, the play. Like, I've got to get a Sega, you know? And then, you know, Nintendo, being the king that they are, they ain't having it. And then all of a sudden, they came out with Super Mario World. And Super NES had like 50,000 colors. And Genesis only had like 15 or 13 or something. So sound-wise and all that, it just blew Sega out of the water. But I know there was different, like, some games would come out on Genesis. They'd be a little bit different on Genesis than they would be on Super NES. But mostly people I know kind of had Genesis and Super NES, but most people had Super NES. So we all grew up on Nintendo. We played Mario probably a trillion times, and Super Mario's World, and then of course, you know, Nintendo became arrogant, and then they didn't want to help out. They didn't want a lot of the designers to do things for the CD, and then those people to say, hey, we're just gonna form our own system, and then that's when the PlayStation came out. A lot of people jumped ship from Nintendo to PlayStation. But along that ways, when I was probably in 7th grade, I remember TurboGrafx 16 came out with Box Adventure, and I remember the first handheld 16-bit game that they had, and I just remember at the time we only had Game Boy and it was black and white, and it's like, wow, they got 16-bit handheld game. That thing was like $300, I think, or something like that. And then later, of course, you know, GameCube and Nintendo 64, and Nintendo Wii, Mario Galaxy, Wii U, and now Nintendo Switch. I just want to get my point out. I'm going to go back and read everybody's questions, so bear with me. Yeah, you mentioned TurboGrafx 16. I wonder if you know of the system. My older brother had that, and I played his games. My husband and I game together, and you will find it. Some great games, yeah. Every now and then I can get her to play a game with me. You guys still use Periscope? Yeah, we do. If you go into Periscope, you can see it. There's some videos there. But since sorry, I'm trying to chew and talk at the same time and not smacking your ear. Yeah, hear that thunder? It's about to rain. I've been having some issues logging back into my Periscope, so I'm gonna have to get that set up. But I've been meaning to do. I've actually tried to do some Periscope a couple of days ago, but there's some issues logging back into my account. It's like trying to get me to create another account for some reason. But yeah, we still Periscope. I'll still stay on Periscope until, you know, whenever. But I have to admit, this whatchamacallit, it's a lot of fun.
YouTube Live.
All right, this is for your wife. Look up Persona 5 on YouTube. That's a awesome game. I love World of Final Fantasy. That's a good one. Very cute. Yeah, I grew up with all the Final Fantasy games. I didn't really get them. They were a lot slower back then on the Super NES, but remember the Neo Geo? Oh yeah, how can you forget the Neo Geo? When you went to the arcade as a kid, Neo Geo was 32-bit. Now from the generation where we grew up on X-Men and all the other stuff, Transformers, G.I. Joe, so that's why you see all that stuff mainstream now. We were the generation that grew up and we couldn't wait for it to become big, and now all that stuff is out there. When I was growing up, when we went to the arcade, Neo Geo was like Samurai Showdown, you know, it had all the games, it had the 32-bit graphics, and we used to all sit there like, wow, can you imagine if one day we'd be able to have graphics like this at home? And we used to think, well, man, imagine we could play people in Japan, Double Dragon. Wouldn't that be awesome? As kids, you're thinking, your mind's expanding, and then lo and behold, here comes the internet, and now you can do all that. Now, some of the videos, if you watch, you can see where I was in the mall and I recorded the mall here, and you can see, like, it's a cafe, and they get like 4K televisions, and they get to lay on couches and play. I'm like, when I was growing up, that right there was unheard of, but that was the goal that we all wanted. Back then, we used to have, like, if you went to certain places, they'd have, like, one huge major screen. Let I think it was called Mount Tasia. There was a place called Mount Tasia. It used to have one big screen. It had Super Street Fighter 2. And that's where they introduced, I think it was Fei Long and DJ and all the other characters. And used to come in there and everybody would be playing on that big screen with the whatever surround sound they had at the time. So those were the days. But yeah, Neo Geo. And then when it came out and graphics became 32-bit and 64-bit, then, you know, Neo Geo was played out. All right, when me and my wife come out there, maybe we can all go to Disney World or someplace. Looking forward to meeting you two in person. Hey, Ronald. Yeah.
Is that Ronald?
Yeah, that's Ronald. Say hello to your wife for us.
Hey.
Thank you guys for supporting us on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. They're always commenting on everything that we post up, so we appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so whenever that happens, because we wanted to go to Walt Disney World. Actually, we want to go to Universal this time, but we're probably going to save up for it next year because it was just too expensive. Or if the Lord should open the door for us to go later on this year, then we'll go. You should watch my gaming videos. I play all sorts of games. Yeah, I saw that you play games.
Andre?
Yeah, I actually do watch a couple of your videos. Forgive me for not commenting on them, but a lot of people that comment, I do go to the channels and watch it out. Sometimes I just don't comment. And I do want to apologize because for some reason my what is the YouTube app called? The Studios? Y'all help me out here. What is the app, the YouTube app? Google, it's Studio, I can't think of the name.
Why, Bobby?
The app that shows the comments, because I've had comments that have been there for like a week and it's not flagging me for some reason because my phone is rooted and I'm running this old ROM on it, and for some reason it's not flagging me for comments. So when I go in there, it's like a week old, and you know, guys know I usually try to respond right back to you guys, but I'm like, man, my phone's not even sending me these comments for some reason, not even through the email. So I don't know what the deal is. I'll try to fix that. But thanks for the comments on YouTube videos. I do apologize if I haven't gotten right back to them, but I try to. And let's see, you should watch my gaming videos and play sorts of games. All right, guys, I have to study. See you guys later. All right, Randy Mitchell,
Good,
make us
Randy.
proud.
Yep.
Bring us home an A.
All A's. Nah, don't stress yourself out. As long as you do your best already, that's fine.
Stress out. I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
Here, Bobby, I'll put it here.
So, to all the gamers that are watching, what's your favorite game?
You asking me?
The gamers watching, Bobby. So silly.
I'm still searching for the one. That could be anything. Is Andrew talking about a game or is Andrew talking about something else?
I think he's talking about a game.
As many games as you play, Andre, you don't know which one you like most?
He's like, I like all of them. Any
The whole Resident Evil franchise.
Video games? I never played that. I never saw any of those movies.
I saw one of them.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Was it good?
It's pretty intense.
I know the director, Paul Anderson. He directed Mortal Kombat, the first Mortal Kombat. He directed Pompeii. He directed Alien vs. Predator.
Oh, see? He's talking about his Asian girl. It's not about the girl. About the games.
Okay, so you haven't found one yet.
You will, Andre.
Andre, as truly as the Lord liveth.
You have...
There's an Asian girl for you.
Yep.
Take it from me. I think since I'm a little bit older, it was set up so I would go through a lot, so I'd be able to share something with people to send comfort to them. Look, there are so many Asian girls out there. I used to play fighting games a lot. Street Fighter, King of Fighters. Now I play like video pinball. So right.
Zen Pinball 2 is my favorite game.
I never heard that.
Yeah, people change the
But
taste.
yeah, I mean, we still play. My brother, my friend David, if I had mentioned let's play fighting games, they'll be over here right now. But yeah, there's still all the Street Fighters, all of them. But somewhere in 1996, when my brother on, I think it was GameCube, brought home The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. After that, we were like, wow, this is hardcore Japanese animation. We love it. Then I became a Zelda fan. And then it was Majora's Mask, and then Twilight Princess, and then Skyward Sword. And now it's Breath of the Wild, which I haven't played Breath of the Wild, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm sure people probably beat that game 100 times now, but oh well. I used to play fighting games a lot. Street Fighter, okay. That was Nintendo 64. Yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. What did I say? GameCube? Nintendo GameCube was first, right? Hey guys, I have a question. Where did you guys meet again?
That's Andy. This is funny.
YouTube Red. I've heard about YouTube Red. I'm not quite sure about it. Where we met is a Christian cafe. Christian cafe. But
Christian cafe is not like the real cafe. It's a website.
Yeah, they know it. I've already we've stated it. I'm
I'm
gonna do a video that's called "Where Did We Meet?" And so in the future, people come like, "Hey, where'd you guys meet?" They're gonna go directly to that video. But Christian cafe.
That's okay.
No, that's fine. You can ask questions. I'm not mad.
Yeah.
You can ask as many questions you want. Someone else can ask the same question. I'll answer it. We aren't those type of people that get agitated, like, because you don't have to be on here talking to me. You can be doing something else with your time. So I appreciate it. So ask away. Yeah, I met her on Christian Cafe. I actually met a lot of Asian girls back on Yahoo Messenger. Back when they used to have the chat rooms. I used to have Asian girls singing to me. I think you know about that, right?
You should ask Ron also how he met his wife.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, then people will know. Like Andre, who wants to know how to meet.
So tell us again, Ron. How did you meet your wife? She's Filipino, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So how did you guys meet? Refresh my memory.
Well, I mean, did you know before me? I didn't know.
I think you told me before. I just forgot. I'm sorry. I need a refresher.
There's both are nice couples.
Yes. Tell us, Ron. Where are you? Tell us.
Well, it could be anywhere. Just like if you see.
Hey guys, here's my Facebook name.
DeAndre.
You may not want to put it out there.
Okay. Well, he already put it out there, right, babe? Is this for everybody to read, though?
Okay. I remember now. Yes, you mentioned months ago. If I remember, I was on every live show. Andy DeVirgo.
Yes, Andy. I remember he lived in Palm Beach.
Oh, you're looking all guilty. Marvel vs. Captain Infinite comes out next month. Can't wait. I'll be checking out. I met her on a chat room similar to yours. She is from Thailand. Oh, she's Thai.
Okay.
My bad. She's
I love
Thai
food.
Yeah.
I've been to Thailand like maybe 3-4 times.
Yeah, and I grew up. I had a friend. His name is Russ. He owns a Thai restaurant here. He's half Thai, but I was always hanging out there. And I've got lots of Thai movies. I'm sure you probably watched Tony Jaa. I got a lot of Vietnamese movies. I have a lot of Asian movies before I met her because most of our friends growing up were Asian. Filipino, Cambodian, Laos, Thai, maybe mixture of Korean. Some were full Korean. Not too many Japanese that I can remember. Or Chinese, maybe a few. It's been a while. I used to play the heck out of the Hot Shots golf games every played games in the series. It's Roz subbed. Thanks. Welcome to the live chat. There's a heart for you. Been married 14 years now.
Whoa.
Yeah. We're half behind you. We're 7, not 14.
Yeah. So Andre, you know the answer already. It's on the chat room.
So Ron, you guys should be vlogging and passing marriage knowledge tips to people.
Well, if he met his wife 14 years ago in the chat room, that means, it was back 2000 and something, babe.
Yeah, because any future babies, yeah. We'll get to that in just 1 second. But before I talk to you, I talked to her back in 2000, and if I'm looking right here, I apologize. The front-facing camera thing is right here. But I met her in 2008.
It's different now, guys. Yeah.
And before I met her, back in 2006, I was on chat sites. So that's what.
2008, not 6.
No, I said I met you in 2008. But
Yeah.
before I met you online
okay.
in 2006, actually back in 2003 when I was talking to that Filipino girl.
I don't
So
know.
that's what, 2003 to...
I didn't have internet back there.
My parents did, so it wasn't a big thing. But let's see, 2003, somebody do the math. 2017 minus 2003 is what? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 years ago. So yeah, when I was talking to, whatchamacallit, he was talking to his wife. So yeah, it was out there.
Must be Yahoo Messenger, right, Ron?
One of those chat sites, I guess.
It used to be my first chat room. I think is Yahoo Messenger when I meet like a lot of people there. Not really up to date with all our chat room.
Thanks, Andy. Oh yeah, so about the babies, because I know somebody left me a comment on Facebook, which I appreciated. They're like, your fans are waiting for you guys to have a kid. Gotta love a woman who can do math. I'm gonna chew. You can ask. I was gonna ask her questions.
Well, what should I say? I used to not have internet. Like maybe it's different over there in overseas in the third world country. So internet is kind of expensive. So I don't really have it until like 2008. Yeah, until my dad has it, so I have to use his. Then I start talking to you. So
hold on one second.
Blame on the internet.
Just finished cooking dinner. I pray you all have a blessed evening. Thank you for the chat. You two have a beautiful spirits. I have a wonderful evening. Thanks, Kit Bina.
You too.
Save us a plate. We'll be over later. Have a wonderful evening.
You too, yeah. You and your family.
If you guys got to check out whenever, go ahead, check out. I know we're going 32 minutes and 9 seconds, so I'm just trying to make up for all the lost time of us not doing vlogs. I know everybody's like, you guys should do more vlogs. This is the plan. She can help save money if she doesn't shop. Laugh out loud. Does your wife still remain in contact with the family back home?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Every day?
We're using WhatsApp. You know the WhatsApp app. It was big over there. It is big over there compared to America. So we're like a group family chat.
Line, chat on, all those things, man. But some of them, what's the yellow one? Cacao.
Take your time, Nora, sweet children. You have a strong foundation now. When the time is right, you will know.
Yeah.
Well, we have been taking our time.
Yeah.
It's been 7 years now.
As I mentioned before, I wanted to have kids around the time that my brother had his kids, so they can grow up around, be the same age. But I wasn't married. I told her it's her fault. She should have been online a lot sooner. But
well, blame my dad. He didn't have internet back then.
Yeah, we'll blame him. Papa. How do you say father-in-law?
No, you just call him Papa. I don't know.
There's no word.
There should be. I thought that line was bigger in China. That's a common app used in Asia. Yeah, Line 2 and WhatsApp.
My wife uses that to color.
Yeah, sometimes I use Line also with my sister. With my mom, I use WhatsApp. So it just depends. But most of the time, they use WhatsApp. WhatsApp is like everybody has it.
Yeah. So we expect to eat some good Thai food when we meet up.
Yep.
She'll cook some good Chinese food for you, and your wife can throw down some Thai food.
Tom yum soup.
Yeah. And then
some
we'll watch Tom Yum Goong. I'm joking. No, but anyway. What were we talking about? Kids?
Yeah.
My wife I
haven't been to Japan.
Are they nicer in China or Japan? What do you think of Justice League movie? I'm gonna go see it. You know, hold on one second. Sorry.
Sounds good. Look forward to it. Oh yeah, things too.
Are they nicer in China or Japan? I would think so, because things are spread out now, but you never know. What do you think of the Justice League movie? I'm gonna go see it. Trailers look whatever. I mean, I see them, so I'll go check it out because I'm a fan of DC and Marvel, of course. And the last question was, sounds good, look forward to it.
Yep.
Yeah. There was something I was gonna say.
What about Wonder Woman? We haven't watched that.
Who asked about Wonder Woman? No, we haven't seen Wonder Woman. I've been talking to my brother and my friend about it. I heard it was good. I know all the money that it's made, like 700 something million. If we don't go see it, because right now I want to go see Dunkirk before it leaves theater, and if I might check Wonder Woman out on Blu-ray. Sometimes, like this summer has been kind of lazy for us for movies. As I left comments on Twitter and Facebook, like I didn't go this summer. I didn't go see the Fate of the Furious. I didn't go see that in theater, and I've seen all of them in theater because I prefer the surround sound and all that. But we saw it on Blu-ray. Oh, speaking of Thai food, I just had some
Andre,
pad Thai.
you just need to rub it too.
All right, tell us, Andre, what is it? Do you want a Thai woman? Do you want a Chinese woman? A Japanese? Korean? You just want them all, don't you? Woo!
Yeah, let me pick.
He's like, I just gotta have them all.
It's multiple choice.
Yeah, he wants them all. We all have our preferences. Some guys love Filipino women with dark skin, the tan skin, the Thai women with the tan skin. Some guys like the Chinese women with the tan skin. Some people like the Japanese girls that are bright, and the Korean girls that are bright, and the Chinese girls that are bright yellow like her.
Well, some people can get tan too. It's not like it's hard. So.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, like, some people prefer different skin tones, and sometimes, you know, other viewers, maybe you're an African American woman and watch this, or a Caucasian woman, and you might be offended, like, this is all Blasian,
And
you know?
say, I love Filipino and Chinese.
Okay. You know, we can't get mad at people for their preferences because, you know, you may have grown up in an environment. I grew up in an environment that's mixed, so I saw it all. So I thought they were all beautiful, you know? I dated all of them. But it just depends, you know? There's some people like some chocolate, some dark chocolate, you know? There's some dark chocolate women that are just beautiful to me, some African women. There's some bright skinned women that I think look beautiful. There's some in between women. It just depends. It's not
in between women.
Yeah, in, like skin complexion. Like there's some dark skinned women that I find so beautiful. And there's some
Filipino and Japanese.
Filipino and Japanese. I thought he said he wanted something else.
I guess the Japanese is part of the Nintendo thing. Andy want Filipino and Chinese.
Oh, Andy, you want Filipino and Chinese. Okay.
I'm scared of Thai women.
Sure.
Too many lady boys.
Stay off that internet. Now, the thing is, of course, they have all that sex traffic in different locations. And, you know, Thailand is notorious for whatever. But
you cannot generalize everything.
Yeah, I mean, there's some good, decent Thai women out there still. Even if half the city block it might be, you know, I mean, even in her place where she's from, she's Chinese, but from Indonesia. She tells me that there are parts where guys on the lunch break can go and sleep with hookers across the street, you know, so you never know what you might get there besides AIDS, syphilis, hepatitis, gonorrhea, genital herpes. Most of the Asian women I have befriended were Vietnamese, Cambodian, or Filipino.
Cool.
Yeah. And I say this in a respect, you got to be careful of some Southeast Asian women. I mean, you got to be careful in general. I'm not going to start calling out names, but some want green cards.
Like I was saying, just it was in between women.
Yeah, you don't want to take that home. Then we'll be watching you on the 6 o'clock news. Man murders.
I used to have Thai bosses, so I have different Thai bosses because I work in a multinational company. So my bosses are pretty good. They're even though they're Thai.
One Night in Bangkok. Isn't that an adult movie?
Oh really? Is that an adult movie?
No, I'm just joking. It sounds like one Night in Bangkok, Thailand. It's like, come on.
Maybe just bringing you around in the.
I'm just joking, guys. What about your boss?
Never mind, really. I say they have almost the same culture. They're nice people, you know. So it just depends.
Yeah, there could be some racist Thai people, some racist Chinese people, some racist Japanese, racist Koreans, racist white, racist black, racist Spanish.
Yes, I was born in Indonesia. I'm scared of them.
It just depends on the person. I've met some Chinese people that come from China. You speak a little bit of Chinese to them, they feel happy because they connected to someone here. And they'll open up, they'll invite you places, you know, they'll be nice. This depends on you. Then, of course, there are some workers that work at places that they're just nasty in general because they're just nasty. They haven't been taught any better.
Yeah.
So don't get discouraged if you look for Filipino girls or Vietnamese or Cambodian or Laos or whatever, and you haven't found anything good, it's not the end all. There are millions of women out there that are waiting to be married that are Asian. And if you're watching this and you're not into Asian women, if you want a sister, there are plenty of sisters in America, around the world. White girls, Caucasian. I think white women are beautiful. I think all women are beautiful.
Wow.
Spanish women, Latinas, whatever you want to call it, they're all beautiful. You can see beauty in every race. I mean, we're married, but it's no big secret. I mean, she might be walking and see some guy that she thinks looks handsome, you know. And I might walk and see some Filipino girl that's like, oh my goodness, you know, look at that Filipino girl, look at that Thai girl, look at that white girl, you know. Beauty is beauty. It just depends on if you connect with that person, because just because you have a thing for Asian girls doesn't mean the first Asian girl you talk to is going to be for you, because she could be a total slutty acting, or she could be hoarse, or
scamming people's money.
I don't want to say a skank, but you get the point.
Yeah. Oh well, Andre has to go. It just crossed my mind. Andre has to go to that Florida mall of Florida, whatever you call it, Orlando. Oh my goodness, Andre, that mall is full with young people.
Wait till you see. Well, you could probably go on YouTube and
you just sit down on the couch and just see people walking. It's
fun like, in Orlando Part 4. After Part 3, when you see it, look how big that mall was. I said, man, if I was young and looking for a girl, this would be the mall. When your wife came here, was her process...
You missed some of them up there.
I'm sorry, let me scroll back down. I don't mean to overlook you. Okay, in between women, lady boy, laugh out loud. When I in Bangkok. Oh God, I'm scared of them, haha. Wow, were you born in Indonesia? Yes, she was. I see. That's why you are tan. A lot of sun there. Most Chinese notice prefer to be pale. She's not tan. Like,
I'm thinking I'm maybe halfway there, or maybe.
The thing is, there's not enough light here, but she's actually pretty pale. Like, people that see her, my sister jokes like, you need a tan, and she's like white.
No, not really. White.
Not right the second, because we came out of the sun. But when the wintertime comes in and there's no heat, she's like almost like Korean or Japanese, like getting that pale.
Well, I like whatever I am right now.
But in general, she's yellow, as you can see. I'm darker because we've been in the sun and we come off a vacation. But
you're just black.
That's right, I'm black and comely. But see, right now she's yellow and tired.
Come on, Papa, read.
Kissy.
No, come on.
Woo, let's turn this to PG.
PG-17?
PG-17? You mean NC-17?
No, come on, babe.
For our subscribers, do it for them.
No.
No, but yeah, like, it's deceptive. When you see her in person during the, like, especially the wintertime, you'll see she's like kind of like Korean, Japanese, palish. I can't show you her legs, but I'm sure you've seen enough of them. You'll see them lately.
Just read.
Let me see how much battery I have left. Ooh.
You need the charger?
I need the charger.
Let me go get it and plug it.
Let's see. That's why you are tan all of a sudden. Yeah, you know, Asians prefer to be pale because the imperialization of you know what, and it's considered to have an easier life. To me, it really doesn't matter. That's awesome. Some people may think I have yellow fever. You do. Just be honest. There's nothing wrong with it. If you're a brother and you like white girls or Spanish girls, you just like white girls, Spanish girls. Doesn't mean that you don't like sisters. If you just prefer something, you just prefer something. You know, you don't have to feel bad about it. I was praying one day and I was like, maybe Lord, I'm just so filled with lust and my obsession with Asian girls ever since I was 4.5 to 5. I'm just going to find me a sister and just, you know, get over this. And the Lord told me, he's like, pretty much like, I don't care if you want to marry an Asian girl, like that, you know, he wasn't moved off his throne because I grew up in an environment where there was a lot of Asian women, you know, so God is not like humans where we like to, you know, judge people. If you're black and you like Asian women, oh, there's something wrong. What's wrong with a sister? A sister ain't good enough for you? You just can't handle a real woman, you know? No. Let's not be like that. All right, let's see. When your wife came here, was her process from the beginning to becoming a citizen long? I know every state is different. No, I think we did that in an earlier video.
Like
If you look on our
3 months.
channel, I'll put it to you like this.
It is the Lord.
It was nothing but God.
Yeah.
We were in and out in 5 minutes. He asked me 2 questions. Now, we said this before in a live vlog. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but if you go back and see some of our vlogs, you can hear the story again. But the quick version is, she came here. Before she came here, I prayed and I said, look, Lord, I'm tired of waiting for a wife. You know, even if she's not the one you had in store for me, can you let her come over? Because I'm tired of waiting. And then she went on the website because it would open and it'd get booked up and it would close.
That was for the visa, so they
Yeah.
know about it.
It's for the visa. And then I'll answer the questions in a second. I'll answer you guys' questions in a second. Let me just get through this. So, long story short, she came over here with some money, but one of the bank accounts only showed $200, which she had more than that. But
I think $20.
no, you told me it was 200.
No, it's $20, babe.
No, it was 200.
Mm-mm.
I remember 200.
No, it's $20. It's like $20 only on the thing.
It's 200.
Okay, whatever.
All right, whether it's 20 or 200, you get the point.
So.
It's like, how dare you talk back to me? We're just having fun. Anyway, so she came over here. The guy saw how much she had and kind of looked at her. And she came here. We applied for everything. She got for the meeting. Now, I went on, what's it, K2 Visa? Or Visa Journey. VisaJourney.com is a website. Yes. And we were reading everyone's recommendation. Essentially, we got 12 likes. We're going to give 4 more hearts for everybody that liked it. 1, 2, 3, 4. For everybody that liked the video, this is for you. A heart from us to you. Thank you. All right, so we read on Visa Journey people's recommendations. They said go overboard. Photos, everything. Emails, print it all out. So we made and they said break it down in categories. So we broke everything down. It was this thick. And then I was drilling her on the questions because, they're going to ask you questions and you get paranoid and you think that...
It was the interview that he was talking about.
Yeah, and you think that it's going to be, they're going to ask you all these tough questions. The funny thing is, when we turned in that package, within a few days, they sent it back and said we left something out. But we didn't. Mm-hmm. We actually had it all in there. And I was mad because did they read it? So then they said send this in, and then we send it in, and then they sent something back 2 weeks later. Mm-hmm. We're going to interview. So we went in there, and we're in the ladies' room. Not the ladies' room. We're in a lady's office, and there was a guy. I guess he must have been filling in for the lady, and he had a tie, and it had Jesus, 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 Jesus. And we're all nervous. We went in there, and we looked at him, and we looked at the desk, and we were like, this is not his desk. So he came in, he looked at the photo album that I brought in.
Yeah, all the paperwork.
He asked me a question. He's like, who's this right here? And I said, so-and-so. He's like, no, this right here. I said, oh, that's my sister. He said, yeah, I figured that. And he closed. He said, okay, well, do you guys know what you're supposed to do next? And we're looking at each other. We're like, yeah. And he's said a few words. That was it. We're out. 5 minutes. We sat in there waiting to get called 20 minutes. In and out, 5 minutes.
Maybe less too.
Probably less than 5 minutes. We looked at each other. And I was so shocked. I ran over a speed bump in front of me getting home and broke the bumper under my Civic.
Not a speed bump. It's actually the thing for the parking separator.
Yeah, the parking bump.
Yeah.
And we were just dumbfounded. The whole way home, we just started laughing. We didn't know what to say because we knew it was the angel of the Lord. The Lord answered my prayer and showed me favor. Because the person that was supposed to interview us, that we were supposed to see, wasn't there. And he was filling in. And the dude had a Jesus tie on. So that was the Lord just letting us know that he was with us and that he showed us favor.
Yeah.
So 3.5 months.
Yeah, but I think about 3 months too. I think from the day we submitted until the day I got the green card, it's about 3, maybe you can say 3.5.
Yeah.
So
I might show those videos once we move someplace else and the address is no longer there, but when she got her driver's license and everything. So yeah, so we were one of the quickest people. And we heard it could take 6 months, a year. Oh, it's so stressful. Man, the fear of the Lord.
It's the Lord, yes.
Does a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I know I'm holding up people's questions. So let me make sure this thing is charging. Okay, it's charging.
You going down and babe. This way. More.
I got scammed before by one sort of Filipino. Yeah, you gotta be careful.
Gotta be careful.
Because they can be pretty scandalous. I mean, all women can,
Yeah.
even here in America.
Everywhere.
But foreigners, when I went to go see her, when I went to go see a lawyer, an immigration lawyer, I recorded it. She was a Christian. We ended up praying with her at the end.
Yeah, it's too funny.
Yeah, she told me China, Philippines are some of the countries that you have to watch out for. Indonesia is not. So I'm just saying, guys. Looking for a Chinese woman in Indonesia. I'm just joking. Haha, no sugar for you. Yeah, I know. I'll get it later. Andy Virgo, in Asia, there's an obsession with having white, pale skin. Yeah, you guys know about it, especially in Korea, India. You watch the Indian news. It's the whitest Indian people you've ever met. And the whole continent is dark. And it's like, what the heck is this, man? It's such, I want to say whitewashing, but I mean, come on. Let's just say what it is. So, in Korea, you know, they have all the dyes and stuff, and every corner, double eyelid surgery, so they look bigger. Whatever, that's on them, but I prefer my women to be pale, yellow, and slanted eyes. I don't want double eyelids. I don't want wide eyes. If I wanted that, I could marry me an American woman. I want them slanted. I always love slanted, whether it's this way, it just depends on your preference.
You like it this way, Poppy?
That looks like Japanese and Korean. I like it that way, whatever. Even though yours go kind of down, when you smile, they go straight. All right. Sorry about that finger in your face, guys. She just rejected your kiss attempt, man. Next time, though. Oh, my God. I read about that, too. You just want to see it. I thought the same thing. What do you think about the Chinese commercial with a black guy who got washed turned white? Yeah, I saw that. Someone asked me about that. I'm straight racist. What do you expect? I mean, they should just counteract it and do one their own. No, I'm just joking. But, I mean, let's just be adults here, man. People are just going to be racist, whatever. Can your wife share what to look for from online scammers? Meling Hong sent you a friend request on Facebook. If you're on YouTube Live with us, I'll approve it after this because I don't want to take us out of this and then throw us all out. So I'll approve everybody that wants to join me on Facebook. If you're on YouTube, click on the Facebook icon and I'll approve it. Can your wife share what to look for from online scammers?
I thought guys should have more, experience on this. Probably something that's, if the woman start to jump into, like, ask you to get married soon or whatever, all that type of different...
Let me jump in here. I don't mean to cut her off.
Okay, go ahead.
But I've had friends that got scammed. Let me just give it to you raw. Number one, if she asks you for money, run. After a month, 2 months, if she starts asking you to help support her family, run. My wife had a job. She's been on the company for 10 years. They were just about to buy a car. So she had to give up a lot to come here for this black man. But she's going to gain a lot. She's gained a lot for her sacrifice. But...
Amen.
Yes. Be careful of money. And I also tell this, and if you're watching this and you're Filipino, no offense. I'm not trying to offend you. It could be Chinese, Japanese, black, white, Hispanic. But I've noticed from my own personal experience, a lot of them are talking to more than one guy. There's a lot of Vietnamese women and Chinese women and whatever. But I'm just saying, a lot of my friends got scammed by Filipino girls because, you know, they want to get out of the island and, you know, they'll say whatever. Oh, I love you. Every Filipino girl I was talking to online within like 2 weeks. Oh, I love you. You know, all the men here are bad. I was like, the last girl I talked to said that. You know, 2 weeks. Oh, I love you. How do you love me? We've been chatting for 2 weeks. Is love that easy? So.
Well, I chatted to one guy and he just say I want to marry me, just like right there. I mean, it's the first time I chat with him. It's crazy. I was like, this guy is crazy.
A serial killer. You asked a lot of times, I'm tired of waiting. You asked a lot of times of what?
From the Lord, maybe for why? Andre, you're still young, Andre.
You just turned 17.
Right? Andre
I mean, don't get me wrong. When I was 17, I wanted an Asian girl too, but I don't got one.
Andre still have to study and then
when I in Bangkok, this is a song.
Everything.
Just like us, been through the same thing.
You'll find one, Andre.
Murray Head, One Night in
Yeah.
Bangkok. Oddly, the singer sounds like he's rapping the lyrics in the song. Oh, she called you Papa. Haha, you know the love is real.
I call you Papa.
I don't know, did you?
I used to call him something like that.
Oh. The code name was she used to call me her Papa Bear
Yeah.
because I was bigger.
Now
When you
it's my
talked about
Papa call.
asking God for a beautiful Asian girl. All right.
You have to tell Andre again, Papa.
No, I'm going to put you like this.
Encourage him.
You can encourage him too.
Yeah, Papa, but you know, you have the same experience before.
I'm charging $17.99 for these sessions, people, for private sessions. No, I'm just joking. And you have an older couple. I'm not trying to sound offensive, but you have older people than us that are on here too that are watching. Ronald, and he can give you advice too. So it's not just all about what I have to say. But since you ask, I'm gonna tell you. All right. Here's the deal.
Papa.
If you're watching this, you're African American.
They
If
want
you're
to
watching
see-
this later,
They want to see us kiss.
just give me a kiss.
Here, Papa. See? They
That was
don't see
so,
that.
that was so G-rated. Let's get a little PG in here.
Oh, run away, run.
Ooh, your legs are showing all in the mirror. Your hot shows everything. Just can't hide it. All the lust.
Okay, continue what you're trying to say.
No, but on the real tip, whether she's white, black, Asian, whatever, God can give you the desires of your heart. It's all about faith. And faith cometh by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. So you need to have the word of God in you. If you start losing faith, you need to get into the word of God, aka the Bible. You need to open it up. You need to read it. If you're not attending church, you need to attend church. You need to fellowship. God already knows the desires of your heart. He knows what you want, so you can't surprise him anyway. He knows if you want an Asian girl, if you want one that's thick, slim, whatever. We can fool each other and play innocent, but God knows what we want. And here's the thing. The Bible says it's not good for man to be alone. So, Andre, if you want an Asian girlfriend, just keep praying and keep believing and make sure you're in position. Because the thing is, why a lot of people miss their opportunity to meet that person is because they're not in the position that God would have them to be. A lot of people are out there looking for spouses, and a lot of women out chasing men, and a lot of these guys are just, that aren't saved or whatever, they're just looking for some, and they're just as men, they're like hunters. You can smell when a girl is available and easy to get. And they'll get with them, they'll get what they want, and then they're looking for the back door. And if you're a woman watching this and you want a good, man, then don't settle yourself short. Don't give him everything he wants. Don't belittle yourself. You have to have higher self-esteem. How do we know if we're in the right position? You have to have faith. How did I know I was in the right position? Faith is something that you walk out. Here's the thing about God. He's not going to shower down thunder from heaven and show up with 24 angels playing a beautiful song and say, "Thou son Andre, thou hast been a faithful young man. Now thou shall be blessed with thou Asian wife from God." It doesn't work like that. The Bible says, now if it does happen like that, then that's awesome. But I haven't met anybody like that that's happened. And people try to prophesy, "Oh, this is your wife. This is what I see in the Lord." Look, the Bible says when a man chooses a wife, or when a man findeth a wife, he findeth a good thing and obtain favor from the Lord. So you get obtain favor from the Lord and favor from man. You said you gotta have faith, George Michael. Not that type of faith. You don't want to have that George Michael faith, but that was a good one though.
Well,
you said, to be honest, my faith has gotten me rejected twice. Look, I've been rejected.
That's actually a lesson.
But it doesn't matter. Look what I got. It's just like the actors that try out for these roles.
I've been rejected a lot of times.
Yeah, listen, I'll be honest with you, man. Life can be awesome. There are times and moments in life where we have fun and everything's great and you're having a great time. And there's times you're like, what the heck is going on, What's going on? I'm attacked on all sides, Nothing's working. Look, rejection is a part of life. You're going to have to deal with it. That's what makes you be a man and be tough for your wife so you can learn to deal with it. And sometimes rejection hurts and people never get up from it, but you have to learn. You have to grow. You're going to have rejection. You might apply for a job. You might get rejected. Or you can get mad and say all planet Earth is the scum of the earth. You know, rejection is a part of life. Sometimes people don't like you for whatever reason, whether they're Christian or non-Christian or evil, witches, warlocks, whatever, trying to keep you out. Satan's not going to want you to have the desire of your heart. He's not going to want you to have a happy marriage and be blessed and have what you desired. He hates it because when you get it, it's a testimony to God and it gives him glory. How do you know if you're walking in the will of God? You just have to have faith. You have to read his word. You have to be held accountable. You have to just stay the course. And here's the thing. The beautiful thing about God is he knows how to set it up, whether it's on the internet, whether it's in person, whether it's in the gas station, the library. For years, I used to walk around every day looking, going around the corner. What if I turn around this corner? Maybe I run into here. If I do this, I do that. So you drive yourself crazy. And a lot of times we drive ourselves crazy because we are trying to make it happen. There's a time and season for all things. It may be the time for you. It might not be the time. But trust me, when it's your time and your season, it'll happen like that. And the Lord will open the doors, and the blessing of the Lord make it rich and out of no sorrow. I'm not saying you're not going to have some issues in life. You will. I can't believe I told everyone that I feel a bit embarrassed. But like you said, it's part of life.
Yes.
There's nothing to be embarrassed, you know?
Everybody experience rejection.
Yeah. I'm in my 30s, and we deal with rejection. But as you get older, you get tougher. You just have to toughen these things out. You're 17, so you're young. And I remember just the other day when I was 17, I got videos of me breakdancing, hanging out with Asian people and everything, dating Filipino girls. But let me tell you, who you are right now, keep that childlike faith from 17 up until you grow. Don't be in a rush because it just seems like the other day I was breakdancing at a talent show and I was 16, 17. And now I'm about to exit 30. So
Wow, if Andre is our age, then we are like 60, 70 years old now later.
Well, don't put it out there. Good Lord. Make me feel old. Come on now, I still look good. Come on now. Come on, baby. No, but it just depends on you. Just because you get older doesn't mean you have to be better and you have to act. You can be mature. I can hang out with 50-year-olds, 60-year-olds, 70-year-olds and hang on that level. And I can hang out with young people. That's why I have a lot of young people because I'm still young at heart. And I've always been like this, and I'm always going to be like that. It's my personality. And I can draw younger people, and I can draw older people. Just different. We all have different gifts and talents. But don't worry about it, Andre. It's coming. You got to know that it's coming. You got to believe. And if you've lost your faith, then it's okay to be honest about it and say, hey, you know what? I'm just don't believe anymore. The thing is, when we're honest with ourselves to God, he can handle that. It's when we try to act like we're not, and then we try to hide it.
And I was saying, Bobby, just be careful. You say admit it, but you don't just after that backsliding or stuff like that. You have to come back.
Yeah, he's smart enough to know that. I'm not telling anybody to go out there and hit the strip club.
That is, you say
that shouldn't even be. You guys know what we stand for.
Because the way it sounds like, okay, just be honest, and then
When I say be honest with God, I mean tell him. I feel like it's going to happen, but I can't see it. Yeah.
Yes.
That's when you know you're walking in faith. Because I feel like there's a lot of things that would happen, and I can't see it either. And if you could see it, you wouldn't need God, would you? Because you can do it yourself. If I saw my way out of stuff, I wouldn't need the Lord to do it. That's why sometimes these roadblocks and barriers are there, because they develop our character and our faith. The only way that you're going to have faith is it's going to be tested. If you don't go through nothing, you can't really say that you have faith. So you have to be tested. You say, okay, I'm going to believe God for my beautiful Filipino or Chinese wife that's Christian.
It's Japanese.
I'm sorry, Japanese. Japanese or Filipino?
Filipino and Japanese, he said.
Oh, you want it to be mixed. Ooh.
Or maybe or, I don't know. And or and.
Whether it's Filipino or Chinese, look, I had no problem talking to girls. That's just me. That's because whatever. That's just my characteristic. Me and my brother grew up hanging around Asian people. We had no problem. So talking to Asian women is relatively easy to me because I know how to break down the barriers because I've been doing it for so many years. But
he's been scamming around.
He's about been scamming around. I ain't scammed nobody. He's like,
flirting.
She don't like that idea. Look at her face. You flirt, I kill you, babe. I kill you. Are you making some tea? Okay, sorry, I'm going off a deep end here. But anyway, what I was saying is that you feel it, you can't see it, that's awesome. Just continue to walk in it. Read your Bible, continue to pray and talk to the Lord and tell him. As I tell people, one thing that God enjoys is fellowship with his creation. Religion makes you feel bad about being human, and none of us have this figured out. None of us know everything. I don't pretend to know it all. And, perfect, pure religion is, helping the widows and all that. You know what the Bible and the scriptures say about that. But I'm just saying, when it comes to God and a relationship, he wants to have that relationship with you. So he wants to fellowship with you. And sometimes we have temper tantrums, and sometimes we have mood swings, and sometimes we're just upset and just angry with God. And he knows it, whether we admit it or not. But he resists the proud, but he gives grace to the humble. If you humble yourself, which means swallow your pride and say, hey, there's something I want. I know if I try to seek it myself in the flesh, I could probably get it, but I probably won't get the best. But I want it to come from you. You might have to wait a little bit longer, or you might not. Just depends. If you have a good attitude towards it, you can get out of a lot of stuff a lot quicker. And then there's certain stages you just have to go through because you have to grow. Mm-hmm. When you're 17 right now is a perfect age if you want to, if I was your age and single,
what's that supposed to mean?
Corruption. Now, all the choices that I could have if I was single, Chinese, Japanese, Korean, white, Spanish, black, African. I don't care if you come from Ghana or Zimbabwe or wherever. The world is filled with beautiful women. But if you prefer Asian, you have a lot of choices and selections out there. But, there's a time and season for everything. It might not be your time and season. This is what gets people mad because they want it to be their season and they don't want to hear that. Well, I don't care. I want what I want. And then they go out there and they do what they do and they get what they got. And then you can't come back to God and complain about the type of wife or girlfriend you got because you chose her. You made your decision. So it's best to make a decision and then consult the Lord first. And sometimes he might tell you, no, that's not the one for you. And it might hurt. Oh, trust me, I know. I've talked to some girls before. Whew, they look good online. And God's like, nope. And he shut it down. I was like, come on, man. If I could just have that flesh. But he shut it down because he doesn't want you to have it. Because as a man, you're looking at, fulfilling your manly duties. He's looking at the long picture. He's like, no, I see in her heart. I know what type of person she is. Maybe the first problem you guys have in a relationship, she may not be out the back door because something happened to her when she was young that you didn't know about, that she didn't reveal to you. And this is waiting to explode. So this is why you have to be careful when you select a wife. A lot of people get divorces because, one, if they're honest, they chose the wrong person. But when they got with them, they were saying, oh, it was the Lord that, helped me get this wife. No, that was your decision. So just choose right. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. So that's my I would say my speed, but that's what I feel about that. Did you want to add anything?
No, just don't worry about the rejection and stuff. For me, rejection actually, in the long run, I see, what I've been through towards all the failure or rejection in relationship. What the Lord was actually end up giving me, is, how do I say it, Papi? It's
marvelous in our eyes.
So,
the Lord has done this, and it is marvelous in our eyes. Now, yeah. Talk to them about, because sometimes they hear me, but they need to know a woman's perspective. Tell them what it's like to be a woman waiting on a husband to pick you up. Tell them
waiting on a husband to pick me up?
Yeah, waiting on a guy to find you. Tell them
You mean you pick me up at the airport? What do you mean pick me up?
As her, she's an Asian woman, of course, and she was looking for a man, and she wasn't per se going out and hunting for one, but she positioned herself to let people know that she's available. And so women go through the same things a lot of times that men go through, rejection.
Oh, yeah.
And so tell them a little bit about some of your ex-boyfriends and what stuff that didn't work out, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I
And
had
this
a
is
few.
mine.
It's already dried up if you want to warm it up. Yeah, I have a couple, not a couple, maybe more than a couple. Like the serious relationship, maybe a couple that didn't work out well, just for whatever reason. And then after that, I opened myself to, what do you call it, Papa? If like a matchmaking thing. So if my friend like, hey, I know this guy, and then you could meet up and whatever. So I did a few of them, and none of them worked. So I was like, is it something wrong with me, or what's wrong with me? When everything didn't work out well. Well, it's just too funny. Well, that is a long span of time. It's not like just, I'm not talking about 1 or 2 years, because I plan on getting married in my 20s, but that didn't happen. So after a few failures and rejection, and it's just like from both sides. Sometimes I don't like the guy, or sometimes it's the other way. So you want something that's not just having a boyfriend or having a husband or having somebody, but you want somebody who can stick with you for long term. So it's not easy. So anyway, to make a long story short, after all that failure, decided, I started to decide, okay, well, I guess I'm tired of getting a boyfriend from locally. Then, I just decided, hey, Lord, I use that scripture, like, look, uh, first look at
Seek ye first the kingdom of God.
seek ye first the kingdom of God, and, everything will be added unto you. So I start putting myself into that position, because I got tired of everything. Okay, number one is the Lord. If if the husband or the man comes, then it comes, and he comes, and if not, then whatever. I just continue being happy, because I don't really have any, what do you call it, problems or issues. Well, I mean, I have problems and issues, but I don't want it to become the first priority. Like I'm like man hunting, and man is number one in my life or anything like that. So I just go ahead and live my life happy, and after that I'm gonna join this dating site just for the fun of it. So that's.
And then comes the hunter, me, on the prey, hunting, going through the areas, finding all the Asian women as a hunter. And I found one. It's like,
And it's funny, I talked to him like 2 years, but it was at the first few months, it was like on and off. We broke up a few times.
The reason why it was on and off is because.
Okay, don't cut me off. You let me talk. Later you can say what you say. So it's funny on the. Stop. Okay, you have to be in the picture so you see this black man. Anyway. What I was trying to say is, okay, 2008, I started talking to him, but at that time, when I first talked to him, we were just friends, and I was being honest with him too. At that time, I was talking with somebody else, online.
It's a play.
So I don't know. It just didn't end up good with the other guy, because he was too busy and everything else, even though everything gets so serious or whatever.
Let's tell the truth. I look way better than that guy.
Yeah, you look better, but it's not
she
about
dropped
all
him
that.
so fast, because I left her an ultimatum. I said, hey, she said, I'm going to be honest with you. I was with another guy I was
See,
talking
he was
to.
cutting me off again.
Yeah, but I got to get this in there. She's like, I was talking to someone before you. I was like, hey, cool. I had like a list of Asian girls I was going through. I said, hey, cool, no problem. I ain't about to be second best. I said, I wish you guys all the best of luck. The next day, okay, I'm not talking to you anymore. I was like, daggone, that was fast, man.
No, but at that time I was not in the good terms, not like good term, because he was just too busy, and I was like, I don't want to be ignored all the time, It's just like I cannot stand a long distance, and then didn't hear from him for a while, because he has like.
She just didn't want to give up.
Okay, anyway. So it was the thing that was so funny is like I see how the devils came in, because the few months before I decided to come over here, my ex-boyfriend, who kind of like the person that I used to like so much, he came back again, and then he wants to marry me on that year. I was like, this is crazy. At that time, I didn't think about. I don't know much about the devil trying to do stuff like that or whatever. But I can see right now how he tries to stop me from coming here and be with him. Because I was like at that time, it's like in this, what do you call it, intersection, to choose whether
Crossroads.
to choose whether to stay there and stay there with my family and be with him, or come over here and leave my family. So the reason was I picked you because he's kind of, oh well, long story, because he's Christian and I want somebody who lead me in the Lord more, and that's just my heart. But my ex-boyfriend, he used to be Buddhist, but he was following me to church sometimes. But I want somebody who is more mature in the Lord for me, so to lead me in the Lord. So that's why I chose him instead of the other guy.
And it didn't hurt that I was hot too. One for the flesh. Okay, so we're taking our time to share all this with you guys to encourage you and to let you know that
A lot of heartbreaks and cry.
nobody has it together. We've all dealt with rejection. We still deal with rejection, and it can still hurt, but it can sting a little bit less. Sometimes rejection is a good thing for you because you get rejected and you can think, what's wrong with me? And then you grit your teeth and say, you know what? Bump you. You didn't deserve me anyway. I deserve better. I'll find someone better than you. And sometimes it can motivate you. You say, I'm going to find one that looks better than you, and I'm going to get everything I want. And then you sit back and go, mwah, ha ha, I got it. I know this sounds kind of childish, but sometimes we act kind of childish as people. But rejection can be a good thing.
Yeah.
Don't take it personal. Try not to take it personal. And just have faith. There'll be a time and a season for everything. So eventually,
They remember how many rejections I had, Andre. So toughen up.
Yeah. Now, if a lot of these Asian women, if they were already here in the States, a lot of guys would have grabbed them up so fast. But trust me, there are Asian women over there that don't know they're beautiful, and they're sitting there just marinating over there, working, and they're just waiting for someone to come by. She wouldn't even think about going to America, and I had to come by and show her the beauty of an African-American action star. And then...
Yeah, I never thought that I'm going to marry a black man, to be honest. I didn't plan for it. Exclusives with someone to return. How long do you have to wait before asking to be exclusive?
Amen. You two are so right. Thank you. How long do you have to wait before asking to be exclusive with someone through a dating website? Where that just kind of depends on who you're talking to and how serious they are. If you're serious about getting married, first you have to be real and honest with your intentions. One, a lot of Asian women overseas want to get married. If you're just on an ego trip and you're just trying to play them just to, I got this Chinese girl. Yeah, that's wrong. You will suffer from that. You reap what you sow. So don't be playing with girls' emotions and feelings. Too bad Tyrell Shaw didn't do this. He may still be alive. Who is Tyrell Shaw? I have no idea who that is. You guys can explain that to me. But, wait a minute, Tyrell Shaw, is that the rapper that committed suicide on Instagram or something like that? I think I heard about that. Maybe that was somebody else. Well, anyway, you just have to look at your intentions on, are you sincere? Do you really want to get married? Or you just want to date just because you want to experience what an Asian girl's like and see if it's like these movies and soaps and stuff that you watch? Or, what phase are you going through? Are you considering for marriage? Because if you're not considering for marriage and you just want to date, then just be honest with them. Just say, I just want to date right now. I'm not looking for marriage. And she might want to get married and see that you just want to date and say, well, I don't waste my time if you're not going to be serious. And the guy sometimes is like, oh, I don't know. They might want to try to hold on to her, but you can't do that. That's not right. If you're not serious about marriage, don't hold her up. There are plenty of other women out there. If you just want to date just to experience or try an Asian girl, then just date. Tyrell Shaw was a black man who attacked Asian women after being rejected by them. He later killed himself. Oh yeah.
My God.
I never heard of that before. Yeah, I mean, obviously, there's some demonic activity involved in that. So, I don't even need to comment on that one.
How bad is the rejection until he has to kill himself after that? Wow.
I mean, attacking Asian women, is this for me?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
But it's not sugar. I'm just telling.
That's fine. I was like, what is this garbage?
No, that's how we drink it. Our tea just plain without sugar. After we.
Not all the time.
Well, over there, yeah. If you eat.
Oh, you talking about over there? Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you 100%. But yeah, you guys aren't gonna have to worry about being these psychopathic guys attacking nature. Look, some of these people have some serious issues, some serious demons. They need to get cast out of them, and they need some serious deliverance and help. And if they're not willing to get help, then they need to.
Well, it's not worth your life anyway. Whatever it is, not worth your life.
Yeah, just because you got rejected by one Asian girl. See, that's when lust comes in, hardcore lust. You see this worldly Asian girl. She's dressing sexy. She's acting sexy. She's posing. You're drawn by that lustful allure of the world, the lust of the eye, the lust of the flesh, the pride of life, and you want that. You desire that. There's a lot of spirits around people in different families, and you know, when you actually get it, and you realize it's not what you thought it was, and it wasn't worth it, and you can't trust that. The worst thing in the world you can be in is a relationship when you can't trust the Asian girl because she's so sexy, so hot, and everybody wants to holler at her on the side, and then you ask her where you going, and then she's acting shady, and then you're mad. That's how you end up in relationships like that. But we can't be like that. We don't want to be like the world. Those relationships are horrible. How many of y'all have been in relationships like that, if you be honest? I'll read that again. I will be honest, I met a girl a few months ago that I was talking to. I like her, but she's too serious about her religion and mature, which I like. Recently, I went back to the site and met someone. Do you know where Hmong people are from? Yeah, there's somebody I watch on YouTube that's from Hmong.
I don't know.
Else that is younger, any similar, except she shares my religion. Let me just give you a little bit of advice when it comes to religion. Now I know for a fact that there's many people, different people on my site. They're closet watchers. They never comment. There are people that are drawn here for whatever reasons. And there are people that are outspoken. As you guys know, we're Christian. If you're Muslim and you're trying to marry someone that isn't a Muslim, good luck with that. Yeah, y'all can do the math on that one. If you're Christian, I highly recommend if you profess or claim to be Christ-like or follow Jesus, you have no choice but to marry someone that shares your faith. Because what you don't realize is as you get older, you change. When I was 17, I was breakdancing and hanging out, partying, clubbing. It's like, oh, I'm going to keep this real forever. Ain't nobody going to keep it more real. You get older, people that were down, stop hanging out, start doing other things, get a job, be like, oh, they don't hang out anymore, man, they're green or whatever. Life goes on, people get older, people pass you by, you outgrow people. Some people are in it for the scene, they act like they're down, represent, whatever, and then they're gone. You never see them again. As you get older, you're going to change, you're going to have to grow up. Life is not always going to be a party. You're going to have to be responsible, you're going to have to deal with the world and stress.
And the
bills, and you're going to change. Some stuff when I was 17, I used to do. As much as I would love to do it now as I'm 39, I just can't because I'm not 17. It's fun. That's why you take pictures, record, and have memories so that you can look back on and remember. But as you get older, you change. When you're 17, sometimes you're young. It could be about a lot of different things. Fitting in, cool, this, that. You get older, you get in your 20s. You're like, man, I'm 21. I can legally drink if I wanted to. I'm 25 now. Oh, my gosh, I'm almost 30. Then you're 30. You're like, oh, my gosh, I'm not married. I never saw, you thought that certain ages when you're younger, like me, I thought 36 would be like, you're old. But it's not where. What do you mean where? I can feel what's going to happen.
Go up, Poppy. I mean, go down. I'm sorry. Go down, yeah. Go down again.
It says, Alice is younger and familiar except she shares religion. She's Christian and I'm Catholic. The other girl is Catholic like me. I am not sure about her yet. I am concerned about what I should do. Who should be with? Well, if you're going to ask me for my advice, I have to be brutally honest and I have to tell you. But I'm going to tell you in love. And the beautiful thing about it is, we're all adults, or we're all of the age of accountability to make your own decisions. I recommend a Christian girl, not a Catholic girl. That's my personal opinion, and that's forever what I'll say. If you're looking for a Catholic girl, then find a Catholic girl that shares your same belief. But if you ask my personal opinion, if I was you, I'd marry a Christian girl. But that's just my personal opinion. Now, if you want a Catholic woman, go find a Catholic woman. But it sounds to me like there's something about that Christian girl that seems to be drawing you towards her. So, just consider these things. Also, religion is important. Let's not act like it's not. It's a hot topic. People get mad. People want to kill over it. People want to take it personal. Religion is important, but a relationship with God is more important. Because when you're in heaven, there's going to be no religion, you know? So I understand the importance for identifying what you particularly believe here on earth. So I understand the importance of it. Now, were you going to say something? Give me a kiss. She's got that kissy look. Hi, Sleepy. I want kissy. So, don't kid yourself. If you're of the Catholic faith and you want a Catholic wife, then find a Catholic wife. But if you ask me my personal opinion, I say marry a Christian woman. As you get older in life, you're going to change, and as the Lord becomes more, I pray the Lord becomes more real to you and reveals himself to you and begins to deal with you and open your mind and your heart, and you have a relationship with him, and then you'll be drawn towards him, and then you'll see what it's all about. I'll just leave it at that. But man, it's been an hour 26 minutes sitting in this chair for you guys. My nose is always itching because these glasses are hidden. These are new glasses, but you guys will see in our vlogs I got my contacts on, but these are new glasses. But anyway, so relationships can be tough, but they're fun. And I know a lot of people say, hey man, you guys have no idea how much you're helping people out. The reason why I do this is not because I'm trying to be seen, because you guys see we don't come on all the time. It's because I wish somebody would have told me. And it's always good to hear something good, because as soon as you click off this channel and go into the next channel, you're back into the world's mentality, the world's perspective, and what they see life as. And I'm gonna give you a perspective based on the Bible, and you see an example. So just be encouraged, Andre. Andy, it'll come in time. And if you're looking for a wife, just pray and ask God about it and have faith. And then prepare yourself. Yeah, she's a very sweet and loving person, really honest and much strict about what she believes she wants to do. Catholic girl is cuter, younger, but lacks life experience. Yay, tough. Thank you. Decisions you're going to have to make. Just all I say is don't make a permanent decision for a temporary problem.
Correct. Just continue talking to them and make friends.
You got plenty of time. Mm-hmm. Don't stress over it. Now, if you're serious about getting married and your family knows you want to get married, then we have more adult, mature conversations for $19.99. No, but look, guys, I know marriage is a scary thing when you're young. I'm around 17 and I'll be sitting in bed and you watch these movies, soaps, whatever. You dream about it. He's like, I wonder what my wife is going to be like. I wonder what it's going to be like.
He had a cold feet when he wants to get married too.
Cold feet, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
like,
because my parents just kind of just thrust us into it. But I envy your relationship.
You'll have one, Andy.
Yeah, I appreciate it, but here, let me give you.
Andre cannot wait to get me.
And then you hit me up on the DM,
Andre,
and I give you a little extra.
Come to your wedding.
I give you the double expedited time word for you, how to expedite it faster.
This is funny.
But no, here's the thing about marriage. I want to be 100% honest with you guys, because as we say before, anybody can get on a webcam and smile and be all nice, and then when the camera goes out, they're smacking each other, beating each other, cussing, fighting, everything. Time just flies. We want to listen to you, bro. Please come to my wedding, guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
We will.
As long
Hopefully
as
it's not too far.
yeah, as long as you're not getting married within the next 3 months. It's like, I found her. We set the date for 2 months from now. It's like, man, you just met her. What are you talking about, man?
No, he's too young to get married.
Calm
right
down,
now.
man.
No.
Calm down.
Don't waste your life. Don't do it. No, don't do it now at 17.
Yeah, I chatted with her online for 2 years. I'm not saying it's a prerequisite, but at least give it 1 year. If it's
What?
online, at least give it a year. If it's
Enjoy. He's still 17, Bobby.
no, I'm not saying when you get married out. I'm saying when you he's not laughing. When you're talking to that person and you're considering it, I'm just saying give it some time. Because the dating time is actually the fun time. When we chatted online, if we would have had the cell phone, man, because I have to talk on the computer and I had the little microphone and I would be laying in bed and she'd be waking up and I'd be falling asleep or she'd be falling asleep and I'd be waking up. Had with the cell phones, with these webcams, man, we could be sitting in the bed talking.
Yeah, those days, that thing is just...
Yeah, I used to try to get her...
serious stuff.
I used to try to get her record stuff and she was all shy. It was on the 480p quality. Now, shooting 4K and everything. It's just like, man, it would have been much easier.
Oh,
you guys got it made in the shade.
Yeah.
You guys have no excuse for not finding anybody and having fun. You can date. You
Speak with 5 different women in the phone. You're like, ding, 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 ding. Right, Bobby?
Yeah, my friend can tell you because...
Then to stay with my wife.
Yeah,
I believe so, Ron.
Yeah.
'Cause-
I had a friend that came over one time and he's like, man, Jim, you just straight pimping. I had like 3 webcams up, 2 Filipino girls here, 1 Vietnamese girl here, and I'm chatting with the 5 of them just because I can type fast. I was hitting them all up. I burnt them all out.
You guys know who is the pimp.
I ain't gonna lie, that day I was straight pimping. I was hustling, man. Because I was like, I know how you guys feel, so trust me when I say this. The real issue with their marriage is how you treat each other when no one is looking. Exactly. Long distance relationship is not easy. It's not. However, it depends on how much you value it. And also, yes, it is how you treat each other.
How honest you are to your relationship and to God.
And let me help you guys out here. And then we're going to sign off. Let me help you guys out. A lot.
Don't act like it.
Oh, man. Pray that I make the best decision.
You're
slutty
slutty.
days. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't sleeping around, but, I was just chatting because I was trying to find a wife. One thing is this. The Bible says, before I've known you, I knew you before I created you. So God knew us before we were here on earth. So he knows us. He said, don't go.
I thought Andre needs to study.
Yeah, I thought you were supposed to be studying, Andre. So anyway, God understands you. He understands your characteristic. Also, he knows the person that you're interested in talking to. So why don't you do the smart thing? The reason why we have half a decent relationship, if you want to say that, is because I asked God, if she's not for me, don't open the door. He knows my characteristics. He knows what I want physically, sexually, spiritually. Let's be real. He knows it all. He knows what she wants. And then he can create circumstances to steer you towards the person that you're intended for. And the Bible says the blessings of the Lord maketh rich and addeth no sorrow. Oh, you're learning a lot. Thanks. So, yeah, I've had some of the biggest compliments I've had after certain church services. I may have visited a church and somebody come up to me and say, you know what? You really love your wife. I noticed that. I've been watching. You just love her because I'm always in her face. I always hunting her down. And it may drive people crazy, but it's not a show. It's because I know what it's like to go 10 years of crying, pleading, begging, driving around corners, mad, foaming at the mouth. Where is she, guys? Maybe if I turn left here, I'll run into her. No, let me go here. Let me stay here. Let me stay at this gas station because maybe if I wait 15 minutes, then I'll run into her. You drive yourself crazy. And sure enough, it came when, I wasn't trying to do all that. You just let God be God. That's the hard part because it's going to require faith. And sometimes you're going to walk. You have to walk by faith and not by sight. If you walk by what you see, you don't need God. But if you want his help, he's there. You got to ask him for it. And I've learned from a lot of mistakes from people in the past in relationships. I don't go calling my parents up, bombarding them with all these issues I may be having in marriage. And since they got married, I don't think I've called them once. Mm-mm. They're like, you guys all right? Because I've learned, I said, Lord, even if she's not the one, can you open the door? So whenever we get into it, and I try to go to the Lord, and try to bring that. It's that woman that you gave me, God. I hear my own voice coming back in my ear. Remember, you said, even if she's not the one, you're tired of waiting. So, and then I'm like, you know what? I can't even complain. And let me just deal with it. And you have to deal with it. And for the record, we do argue.
Yes.
We have fun. We love each other, but we do argue.
Yeah.
Sometimes she can be just as moody as she wants. Sometimes you may see it on camera. Sometimes, believe it or not, I wake up and I haven't had a cup of coffee, and sometimes I wake up and I'm just mean. Like, just I wake up with an attitude, and then I'm like, I notice, I'm like, why the heck am I so mean? Like, why did I say that? Why am I snappy? And then I have to repent and ask the Lord to forgive me and just drink coffee and be like, I'm sorry, and get it right. But sometimes, you guys know it, yeah. We probably argue a lot less than everybody, than a lot of people, because we've been married for 7 years. So after a time of being together, we might argue over stupid stuff like I didn't pick up my shorts, or just, I don't know. Like, you left the cabinet open. It's like I was about to close it. You should close it when you get to using it. And then she'll go in there. I'm like, you left the toothpaste there. Oh, I wasn't finished. I was like, but when I left the cabinet open because I wasn't finished, you're not finished. Oh, I see. So for you, it's all right, but for me, it's not. And she's laughing because that's how it is. It's like, man, that's just straight up hypocritical. Well, I wasn't finished. I was going to come back. Well, I wasn't finished either, but you didn't show me any mercy. Now die. So, yeah, we get in arguments, but they don't last that long, because I know what it's like to be single and wanting a wife. Maybe a day. I don't even think our anger goes over a day. Does it?
Try not to.
Well, she can go a couple of days, and then if I leave her alone, then she come around.
No, not a couple of days, Bobby. Maybe just overnight. It's just like, Bobby.
But here's the thing, though. God's not moved off his throne. You're going to argue. As long as you have two people that were brought up in two different environments, that have two different ideologies, but
even brother and sister also argue.
Yeah.
So
humans are flawed, so we're going to argue. So don't worry about getting married in your first argument. As long as you're committed, that's all that matters. That's where I want you guys to have some faith, because God can save your heartache of marrying someone that's not committed or going to be committed. Because nothing worse than going full in and that person truly isn't going to be committed. Exactly.
Yeah.
We all go through it as part of being married. Now, I'll just put it like this. You want to marry you a nice, spirit-filled, and if she's not spirit-filled, she's going to get the spirit. You want to marry someone that has a nice spirit, that's humble, and was raised, it's not mean and nasty. Some women are beautiful, but they're hellcats, hellions. They raise hell. Some women nag all day long. Some women got so much mouth. They
some men too, Bobby.
Yeah, I was going to get on that. Some men are overbearing. I'm the man. That's what I want. I pay the bills. I'm so-and-so. So-and-so. I'm the man. Shut up with that foolishness, man. I give you a few years of marriage. Baby, what do you want? So, we got kids screaming outside. So, you have your personalities. That person has their personalities. It's fun being married. I remember I used to go around and ask people what they thought about marriage, and everybody's like, oh, it's fun, but, and then they want to throw this whole list of how everything is horrible and everything. It's like, man, I don't even want it.
It's funny, everyone is like have the same type of reaction like that.
Yeah, but it depends on you and who you marry. Like, I remember there was only one guy that I talked to, he's like, yeah, marriage is great, I love it. And there was no but after it. And I was surprised. And then I think years later, I found out he got a divorce. but hey, at least he thought it was great. But yeah, marriage it's work. But if I was single, I'd be trying to get married right now, just like you guys. It's
just
fun.
Like Andre, you mean?
Yes, it's more fun being married than it is being single. Unless you're single, you got money, you don't have a desire to be married, and you want to travel and experience stuff. If that's you, more power to you. This doesn't concern you. But for most of the people, I think, females and guys, they want to be married because you want to have that significant other that no matter what, you got someone to get your back. And once you get married and you have that person to get your back, what other people think about you doesn't really matter. People could be online, oh, Epic Blasian is this, Epic Blasian is that. I don't care. I'll go and barely whatever I want. As long as she's happy and we're happy, that's all that matters. Sure, you want people to like you, you want to draw people, lead them to the Lord, but don't be that concerned with people. If the first year, it gets better and better with life. Yeah, the first year, I would agree. I would say that's true. That is the learning part where you learn your partner. Because let me tell you something. I talked to her for 2 years. She came here. You were here for how many months before we got married?
3 months.
3 months. And then we got married. And then when we lived together, oh man, that's when you really find the person. Not that there was that much shocking, but it's a different feeling, man. Like, I can tell you from dating her from a distance and then her coming here, it was just so much fun when we got married, man. Like, we had some dark days at that old apartment over there that we won't talk about because all the drama. Maybe we'll talk about that later. But it was fun when we moved in. But when we got married, it was so exciting. I'm telling you guys, I literally, when I got married, literally felt like a covering. I felt like in the spiritual realm, like an angel or somebody just dropped a covering over me. And I felt it. And I asked a lot of people, I said, did anybody feel this? I think only one other person I talked to said they felt it. But I literally felt like a covering over us. And you obtain favor of the Lord. So, Sonny, I got more money back on my income tax. You know what I'm saying? And then you get favor with man. You get jobs. You get all this. So God looks after his children. So it was fun, man. We look back on those days, even in 480p, all the fun we had, just some of our earlier vlogs, just going to the store, eating noodles, getting this tea thing right here. You
can just bring it here.
This tea thing, something that small was so much fun. Us going to the store, getting a little Asian thing, buying tea at the Filipino store, coming home and drinking it. You're supposed to have fun and enjoy life. The Bible says enjoy the woman of your vanity, you know. And we don't have kids right now because I chose not to have kids because I wanted to make sure our finances and everything were in order. But we will be having, we've always wanted a daughter. Well, I've wanted a daughter. What did you always want?
I don't care.
Be honest. Did you
yes, Papa. I don't really like have to have a son or have to have a daughter. Whichever is fine.
Liar. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, so we want a daughter. Those are asking us if we're going to have kids soon. Yes, we are. We are planning. But you're dealing with one diligent person when it comes to do benevolence. But we want at least a daughter. And her name will be Xiaoming, which means little light. So we definitely want a daughter. I know my wife is not getting younger, and I'm not getting younger. So the process shall begin shortly. And then we'll vlog. And to the people that asked the question about Lily living in Florida, yeah, I know. To be honest, all I want out of life is a good career, awesome family, and a beautiful Asian wife.
You will have it. Just try to make the checklist. How do you get to that goal, Andre? To have an awesome family, that means you have an awesome wife and also an awesome kid. That means you have to have a good finances. That means you have to have a good job. To be able to have a good job, you have to take care of your study and everything else too. Trying to manage everything, and we'll have wisdom. But that's my problem. That's not a problem. Look at it in a different perspective. It's a goal, right, Bobby? I think it's good that you understand what you want since you're still young and you know what you want. That's how you try to, to make steps how to get to it. I mean, that's how I think about it.
Yeah. And I did want to apologize for smacking in your ears and eating all this food, but remember, when Solomon built the temple, God was very specific with detail. Be very specific with God with what you want. He knows it anyway. Don't just say, oh, I just want a beautiful Asian wife. No. He can send you a beautiful Asian wife with some issues. And you're like, I didn't know she was this crazy. He's like, well, you didn't specify. Be specific with what you want. Say, I want a beautiful Asian wife. I want her skin to be yellow, dark, pale. I want her eyes to be this way. I want her to have a funny nose, a cute smile, beautiful toes. I want her to be playful. I want her to be whatever, So spill it out because she's gonna be the woman of your youth, your vanity, and you're supposed to enjoy her. And I'm gonna be chasing my wife as soon as I get off this camera. I'll always chase my wife around. She can't get away from me, then she'll come chase me. One thing people would say is, "Oh, it gets old after a while. You know, it gets tired and old." I had a friend, I won't mention any names, but he told me, "Man, it gets boring after a while." I was like, "Man, I ain't trying to hear that, man. You make it exciting." I am not trying to hear that. I've been married 7 years, and it just gets better. When you marry the person you're supposed to marry, there's no sorrow. So, you have fun, it gets better. You have a best friend. You know, I'm happy to see her. She's happy to see me, even if she may come home with an attitude and mad, or I may come home with whatever. You know, we're still married, and it's fun. And I remember when we first got married, all those happy days, the videos. You can see a lot of our earlier videos, but there was stuff that happened behind the scenes that I didn't record, that I got the videos that I recorded that I just didn't show, you know, for whatever reason. And just the fun stuff of her not knowing how to use a shower and vacuuming for the first time in America and eating Taco Bell for the first time. This wouldn't go with this. Yeah, I could like the way she used to talk. She didn't know about the sauce because I was always, every time she called me, I was headed to Taco Bell, so she couldn't wait. She thought Taco Bell was something special when she came down here. And she found out the truth.
Well, it was still good. I mean, it's still good.
You thought it was good?
Yeah.
Okay. So it was fun, you know, and then we go to the Asian store, we get noodles, and then she didn't really know how to get noodles because she didn't cook. You know, I'm like, you're Asian, you're supposed to know this, man. You're supposed to show me. She's like, I don't know what to get. Now it's different. Now if I open the closet and show them all the food in there, you know, you grow and you learn together. And yes, to the people that say we do shop, we do shop a lot. And it's funny because she's like, no, all their videos is turned into shopping videos. Because that's all we do, man. You know, that's all we do. Every day we're shopping. As you can see behind us up there, stuff, brand new stuff she gets for free. What is that? This ovens.
Yeah, sometimes very cheap or very
or free. Most of the stuff she gets for free. If I showed you all the food in here, people that come over here, they're like, they love it. Lily is in Florida now. Almost forgot. Hope you guys meet up. Saw your daughter in her video before. Saw your daughter in her video.
Our daughter?
We don't have a daughter. We have no kids. I have no kids.
I wonder whose daughter is that?
Yeah. It wasn't my daughter. Let me see what else you guys said.
How about her? First a little bit. I think we missed this one. You don't already have a daughter? Let's hope a son shows up. Carry on the last name.
Man, we don't have that much time for the return of the Lord. But I joke with my dad. He's like, "You don't want to have a son." I'm like, "It's all going down." But no, I don't. I want a son, but I want to have a daughter first. I've always wanted a daughter. So if she pops out twins, God help us. But because you know they're trying to put that on me. My brother, my dad, and my uncle were twins. But I want a daughter first, then I can have a son. So that's what I'm praying for. Let me see what this is. Maybe niece or so.
Go down, Bobby. You already read that.
How about her still sleeping at high noon? She's covered up in a blanket with only her feet sticking out.
That's all we do. Yeah, that was when I first came here. I think at that time I was having jet lag or something. So.
Oh, is that the one where it's like, I see black people that I went in there? Yeah, that was funny.
That was funny. 7 years ago.
I went in there first. And I was
8 years ago.
I was like, that was over.
Yeah, that was when I first came here. The first few days I stay up so late. Yeah.
2010. There was a young woman that had a similar name on YouTube as yours in her kid's birthday video. So yeah, that was funny because I went in there and I looked at her and I was like, this girl sleeps crazy. I was like, I gotta record this. So yeah, I'm trying to tell you guys, not too many people are going to be honest with you and transparent, but I'm going to because I'm going to help somebody out in life. It is fun being married. If I wasn't married, I'd be trying to get married. It's fun. It can be a scary thing, but it depends on who you marry and how committed they are. And it's fun. You're going to go through issues. The devil, whew, he's on his way to hell, but he fights marriages. He's going to attack you. I mean, before my wife came here to visit, somebody ran into my car on the side. And then when I went to go get it looked at, they said, oh, the camera, you have to call the police, and that's the only way we can show you. So I called the cop. He took my information down. Then he didn't want to show up, so I had to call back to the police station several times to get his superior on the line. And they finally, when he came here, he was trying to weasel out of it, and he had his boss tell me, like, oh, they're probably not going to see anything with the way the camera was angled, and, you know, you could be stopping him from handling a crime or something. I'm like, look, I'm not doubting the crime, but somebody hit my car. I want to see who it is. You know, I did everything I was supposed to do. Yeah, no one wants to do the job. Then my manager, it was a Friday. She was young. She's like, I got to go to the club. I'm going to get drunk. You know, I don't have time for this, using profanity and everything. So, yeah, the devil, he'll try to do everything he can to hinder and stop your joy. But guess what? He's a liar. He always has been. He always will be. So, don't worry about him. As long as you're saved, the blood of Jesus prevails. We're still here. God has not left himself without a witness. Marriage is fun. It is awesome. It's hard work. It's dedication, but it's fun. And you create memories. And guess what? When the Lord comes back and we go to heaven, I know we're not going to be marrying or giving into marriage, but we're still going to be together in heaven. You know, those that accepted Christ, you're still going to bring your family up there. And then, of course, you know, what the Bible says in the book of Revelation, the New Jerusalem is going to come down to earth. It's going to be in the atmosphere. And he's going to create a new heaven and a new earth. So we're going to be forever with the Lord. And that's going to be day one of eternity. So it hasn't entered into the thoughts of man or the hearts of man, the things that God has in store for us. So life is great. Don't give up hope. You know, stay encouraged, fight, draw closer to the Lord, because we're living in fighting. Acha. How do you feel about black women? Have you been in a relationship with one before? And if so, how did it go? If you don't mind me asking it. Sean Hills. Welcome, Sean. We give you a heart.
Ding ding.
I love my black women. If you go back and watch some of my old videos, like addressing YouTube hate, or some of our old videos where we talk together, I talk about experiences that I've had with black women. I love my sisters. I'll never diss my sisters. This is not, my mother is black. My sister is black. My dad's black. How can you diss black women and you black? You just have self-hatred, you know what I'm saying? That's why I always try to include whether you're white, black, Spanish, Asian, because all my friends are mixed. I have Puerto Rican friends, Costa Rican friends, friends from Belize, friends from Colombia. I have friends from Kenya, Haiti, whatever, you name it. I have white friends, black. I grew up around everybody. We're not hung up on race. I love white people. I love black people. I know that everybody can be racist because sin is in people's lives and Satan is on planet Earth. So he's going to stir up stuff in people. He loves to have black people go against each other. The black man fighting the black woman on YouTube. The black woman are against the black man. I don't have time for that foolishness. This isn't a channel where we want to put down people. This is a channel where we build up. You don't need me to put you down and let you know what's happened on the 7 o'clock news. You can look on your app on your phone and you can see what's going on. Y'all know what's going on out there. I don't have to spell it out, everything. I love my black women. God bless them. There were some black women that I was trying to marry. It just didn't happen. You know, and there's some black women that treated me wrong. There's some black women that treated my brother wrong, you know. But am I going to take it out on all black women and say, oh, black women are this and black women are that? No, I'm not. Because I've met some recently, before she came, that I considered talking to again. I was like, man, this girl's nice. It's not the skin color, it's the person. Whether you're white, black, yellow, white, it's your personality. That's what draws people. There are girls from overseas that are attracted to black men because they see that they might be kind of confident and they're drawn towards that strength that the man has. And maybe they just see black as something new and exciting and they like it, you know? Or you might be a black guy. You might have dated black women your whole life. And you might have...
so?
That's good to hear, brother. Also, been a subscriber for years. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate it. We'll give you another heart for being a subscriber.
Another heart.
Yes.
Ding, 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 ding.
You'll never, by the grace of God, ever hear me put my sisters down. Especially with all the crap we as black people have put up with. I know Chinese people have put up. I know different countries have put up with different wars, whether it's from America or, you know, the elite or whatever, where everything's under attack. But one thing we don't want to do is we don't want to lose focus of the main goal. Because if something happens to me and I end up in a hospital, I don't care if you're white, black, whatever you are, I just want to be helped, you know. So sometimes people allow skin color to divide them, and I know black people can get stereotyped, Chinese people, Asian people, we all get stereotyped. No one likes it, especially you walk out in public and say, "How you doing?" And someone say, "Oh, what's up, dog?" You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, yeah. And you're like, excuse me, I don't talk like that, but how about that right there? And they're like, oh, okay, well, personally, I like that one too. You know, this is life. We have to deal with it. Racism is not going anywhere. It's here. People are mad. Whether you voted for Trump or whether you voted for Hillary, or whether you think they're all the scum of the earth, life goes on. Yes, he does. Yeah, guys. So you know, and I'm not saying that Sean is, but I'm just saying because I've been on channels and I've listened to people debate, and then it always ends up in poison because people are mad and people just want to vent and people want to attack so they can feel better. But you don't gain nothing at the end of it. Once you've destroyed your brothers and your sisters, you've done nothing, but you just become a murderer. Are there people out there with some issues? Yes. But I want to help those that want to be helped. So on this channel, it's not about ranting. As you can see, we don't rant.
We just eat some dumplings.
Yeah. And we try to show love and try to show encouragement. Because when you leave here, I want you to feel happy and excited that, wow, somebody's having fun in life. Why won't it be you? Why can't it be you? So get married. Find that Asian girl, the white girl, the black girl, Spanish girl, whatever. You know, let's enjoy life. Let's win people to the Lord. Let's live a happy life. You guys are 100. Yes. And I don't sugarcoat it. It's not easy. You have all hell against you, but the gates of hell will not prevail. And at the end, you're going to be an overcomer. And every day above the ground is a good day. So study, work hard, plan, and may the Lord richly bless you guys. Have a good night. Thanks for tuning in for 1 hour, 56 minutes, and 47 seconds. Thank you for all 12 thumbs up. Lately, or anyone else doesn't break things down like you guys.
It's not a comparison to...
Yeah, it's not a comparison. The thing is, we're older than they are. And also, she has 100 and something thousand. You two have a great evening as well. Thank you.
Me too.
She has 100 and something thousand subscribers. She has 2 daughters. I don't know where she's at with her walk with God. I don't know what she's going through. I have the spirit of discernment, so I can discern a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff I know that's going on planet Earth that I can say right now, but I'm not trying to have the CIA, the FBI, and the NCA knocking on my door. There's a lot of secrets I know about because God reveals secrets to his prophets. And if you have the gift of prophecy and you've called to the office of the prophet and you spend time with the Lord, he's going to show you some stuff. Or you can be under a ministry where he shows them stuff. But the Lord shares secrets. And you can have a spirit of discernment if you ask the Lord for it and pray for it. And you can start picking up different things on people, picking up different spirits. You can tell, I mean, I won't name any names, but I saw some things happening towards people, and I've kind of hinted towards it. And then when it happened, I was like, remember I told you. So, yeah. Man, these are exciting times. Give me that kiss.
Over here, then.
Hey guys, much love and have a great night. Remember, watch 90 Day Fiancé tonight. I felt a great show about different relationships. I know I don't mean in a bad way. It's just that I have a good time watching YouTube every stream. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I understand, Andre.
Yeah, we understand. We're not targeting Lily or anything or saying she's, whatever.
No, we've been watching her, I think, for a long, long time, years.
I've watched her. She's given me a shout out on her channel before.
Yeah.
As I mentioned before, she sent me a private message one time when she was doing her family vacation. And I know she's watching my videos. I know when people are watching my videos. Because when I closed my channel down before, she sent me a private message like, hey, what happened to your channel? She's like, so she's in Florida. We're in Florida. I've left comment on her most recent videos and said, welcome to Florida. So if she wants to meet up, we can meet up. My back feels a lot better. So if she wants to meet up, we can meet up. And I'll vlog it. I'll go live if I can. I'll record it. We'll have fun. And I know a lot of her...
Whoever in Florida who wants to meet up too.
Yeah. I kind of want to do meet and greets as I get bigger.
Okay, Andre.
All right, Andre. You get the VIP pass, Andre. Now, one thing I will say is, by the grace of God, if my channel does grow due to certain circumstances in the near future, and I have hundreds of thousands, if not a million subscribers plus, I will remember those that were here with us in the beginning and constantly give you guys shouts out and tell people to subscribe to your channels. But you got to understand, sometimes it can be tough. Right now, we can answer you guys' questions because there's not a lot of us. But when you start getting like 10, 20, 30, 40, 100,000, 50,000 subscribers and you go live and you got 800 questions coming at once, you can't get through them all. And sometimes people you've known for years, you might happen to miss.
Just remember your nephew. Yes.
Yes, Andre. You had the video proof that you can hold me to it. And if I don't, you can say, see right here in 2 hours and 20 seconds, you said you remember me. Got you. Then I was like, no, you got me, Andre. You got me. No, I'm just joking. But no, I will. But you also have to understand, if we're extremely busy, please allow us, because we do have to enjoy life, and there's life outside of YouTube, and sometimes we just like to enjoy our life and then come on and see how you guys are doing and talk to you guys. But when we get bigger and we grow and the live chats are just going by so fast and we can't answer everything, please don't be offended, and please don't be mad if 10,000 comments go by and we're trying to get to all of them. We might not be able to.
What are you talking about 10,000, babe?
I'm saying when we get bigger
okay.
and we grow, we got like 200,000 subscribers, whatever, 1 million, and then you got a lot. You do a live stream and you got like 900 to 15,000 people in there. They're all asking questions at once. Your thing is like, you're like, wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, and then that's when, unfortunately, you gotta kind of ignore them, because you can't go back down 50,000 people watching you asking more than one question. You'll be there all night long. So you just kind of come on and say, hey guys, this is what we're doing, and kind of skim through and catch them, So
I only have 31 subscribers. You will get more.
Yeah, you'll get more.
Mm-hmm.
Use those tags and create those fun thumbnails. And if you guys want to share our videos on Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, you got my permission. You can share. Or if you have people that maybe are going through things in life, you can recommend them to videos. Say, hey, why don't you check out this video and tell me what you think about it. So we grow as you share. Yeah, I know YouTube is tripping with all these new rules and censoring people and cutting views in half. And when I upload a video, half of your subscribers don't even know about it unless they click the bell button. And then your videos used to show up in the next videos. Now it's whatever recommended for whatever you've been looking at. Don't forget to add your Facebook page.
Well, I don't have Facebook. Jamie has it.
She does, but it's just closed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll scroll up here and add it. I don't know why my nose itches. We'll add it. So thanks, guys. I think this is probably like the longest one. Or did we do about 2 hours and 20 minutes one time?
I don't remember.
Okay.
Sometimes I just sit here with you.
I sit here and I eat rice. I just eat rice. So don't stress, guys. Your Asian girl's out there. Sweet dreams to you too. She's waiting on you. Specify what you want to God. Spell it out. Because when you get it, you can't complain about it. You better say, I want this, 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 this. And if you get half of that, God bless you. All right. So any last words? Wait until you're too white. Any last words? Of encouragement.
Have a great week next week. Always fighting. I have a lot of accounts, so send them to all, please. What does that mean, babe? Send them to all.
I guess she's talking about Facebook. Maybe he has a lot of accounts. Are you talking about Facebook, or are you talking about YouTube accounts? Get ready for some PG-13 action.
So Andre has a lot of Facebook accounts.
Okay, how about this, Andre? Yeah, you trying to make me work. How about if you're on your computer, go to our YouTube page, click on the Facebook, it'll take you to my name. You send me a request on all your accounts and I'll approve them. Okay? Thereby, I don't have to spend 8 hours hunting you down.
He gave his Facebook name just now. I still remember.
You remember?
Mm-hmm. It starts with a D.
We actually have an Epic Blasian Facebook account. I just didn't publish it. It's already been completed like probably a year ago. But the reason why I just decided to let people go to my personal one is because...
See?
Yeah, it's because I didn't feel like handling 2 Facebooks, you know. But I do have an Epic Blasian
Okay.
Facebook account.
Andre Russell.
Okay. When I'm off, Andre, I'm gonna go add you. Right?
You better don't reject us.
So accept it. And if you guys aren't following us on Instagram, follow us on Instagram. I'm about to upload a lot of photos. And there's also videos on Instagram. Thank you.
Thank you.
Andy DeVirgo for being faithful. I know you're following us. But for other people that, if we're not on YouTube, then we're probably live on Periscope, which as soon as I fix my ID login, I'm going to be back to the live on Periscope. Instagram, I post up videos that I don't post up on YouTube sometimes. Lots of photos. I had thousands of photos on Facebook, but I got mad and deleted them because I deleted my account. So now all these photos are kind of like the Instagram post. I thought about going back and uploading some more, but I'm probably not going to. So follow us on Instagram, Twitter. If you guys give me a shout out on Twitter, like actually tweet at me and say something, I will put you in the beginning of the video and say, please, a lot of photos on Instagram. Enjoying the photos. Yeah, see, Ronald, he's on there and he's liking the photos. But I gotta tell you, Ron, there's a lot of photos that I took that I haven't uploaded, and a lot of videos that I have to edit, go through. But probably tomorrow, I'm probably gonna upload on Facebook and on Instagram and Twitter, probably about at least 20 photos easily. So there's lots of photos. So thank you guys for the thumbs up. My wife is getting sleepy. Give me a kiss.
No. Oh, wait. No, just like now.
Come on, let's make it PG.
You mean rated R?
See, I'm trying to keep this thing clean. She's like, you mean rated R? It's like, is it that graphic? NC-17, you dog. All right. Love you guys. Add me on Facebook, and I'll approve you. Follow me on Instagram, so in case we're not here. Sorry about that, Andre. That's your auntie. Just full of that flesh.
That's why I want to get married, understand?
Is that what he said?
No, I'm just joking.
Oh, okay. All right, guys. You have a good night. I will try to edit a video for you this week. I'll try my best.
Bye-bye. Love you too.
All right.
Love everybody.
Enjoy life. Have fun. And remember to pray. God bless. Are you sure you want to stop recording?